Papa Moria. So this Ganesh festival, instead of making traditional Rangoli with my hand, I thought, why not let AI make one? With the help of LLM like ChatGPT, Gemini, I recreate a scraper model where it can download the image from the approx to 200 emojis which I can successfully recover out of 1000 from Google or Pinterest, resize them into tiny 64 by 64 pixel because, well, my GPU is weak as my Rangoli skills. So this is the code for this, and these are the sample Rangolis which I downloaded, which I created database from the internet. This is my deep convolutional GAN training model where I train the generator and discriminator together. And here we could see the resulted models. This is my final generated model, and these are the random samples generated, created, and these models are playing with generator and discriminator without identifying this is a real Rangoli pattern or not Rangoli pattern. This while creating while running the training the model, these patterns are generated, and this is my data sets which I created earlier. I show it to you that the raw images are listed here, which you could see here. Then these are my models. Where are the data sets? Where this is data. This is my test data. I create this is my training data, and similarly, this one is the validation data. And this is the code which I wrote with the help of Gemini or ChatGPT. Some my contribution is there, but most of contribution for debugging from them. And here, what happened? This is the Flask app which I hosted on AWS, where you could see the host ID, host link from the AWS. Here we could see the Welcome Ganesh Festival Rangoli Center creator. Here we can create a Rangoli. We can view the multiple color tint, red, yellow, blue, green. We can create a pattern in single pattern and traditional square pattern Rangoli. Let's see what pattern it generated for us today. Whoa. Eh, Whoa, instead of Rangoli, my AI model something created that looked like a broken mosaic floor, or someone says tile. But let's see. Hey, isn't it a unique? Yeah, unique. Let me recreate again. This time it created something different pattern. Here we could see some essence of flowers, and let me try to give some different tilt. Oh, this is something. Now here someone we can say this is look like a star, and this is circle. But this pattern gives put to to have an imagination thoughts by looking at this output. But still, I wrap it into the Flask app, deploy it on AWS free tier. Now anyone can click on this button and generate their very own AI tile. Pardon me, guys, for the wordplay. This definitely look like a tile pattern, not a rangoli. Okay. It's not exactly a masterpiece of Rangoli blessed by Ganpati Bappa, but it did generate something colorful, weird, and noisy pattern, right? Like Ganpati Bappa will say to me, "बेटा अच्छा ट्राई था, पर practice करते रहना." To be honestly, I learned so much from this experiment. I learned how deep convolutional GAN network work, how to host a API app on AWS. I would like to share you some early generation from this generator. This is the first generated Pattern. Do you see any pattern there? No, but slightly once we try to train the model, it is more noisy, less blurry. Here we will see less noisy, more blurry. This is a pattern. I get one of the Rangoli image. This look like something image, some like a star or flower or something. We can see some. Okay. Sometimes I try to overtrain it. It look like a eyeball. Then sometimes get overexposed. Some patterns. Sometimes create a pattern that look like definitely a tile, but uh, less less but less like a Rangoli pattern. But here we could see some if you could see some patterns you can identify here. But that this is look like an Rangoli things if we get make it smaller like a original 64 by 64 pattern. If we make it larger, it look like a more blurry things. It's due to the input file I created 64 by 64. Now let's go to the AWS. This is the instance I created at T2 Micro, name as the Rangoli chain. This is my public IP. If you could see the same host name, sorry, IPs are there. My app is hosting on the same IP, and this is my AWS terminal where I create my environment and run the my app is running on that. The additional terminal. That's while performing developing these things, I come to know one most important thing that AI is like a kid. It gives more data. If you give it more data to it, it will improve it more. So this year my Rangoli may look like a tile, but next year, who knows? Maybe Ganpati Bappa will bless me with a data set of thousands of images. Ganpati Bappa, Moria, you can download the image from here. Once again, thank you all of you.